What's up, good folks? Welcome to Academy Conversations. That's the Academy of Conversations with your host, Mr. Lou. And I got a real special guest today. One of my good friends, Mr. Timothy Dalton, Mr. Number 24, Mountain View's very own legend, Mr. Centerfield. How you doing today, sir?
Brother, I'm doing good, man. Glad to be on. Glad to be on.
Good, good. Yeah, so I consider you one of the patch legends and everything. I know a lot of people know that when they come to baseball, that's it, you and Pepe. So I've been trying to get Pepe and a couple other people on, but hey, we want to run through, talk about a couple things with your career at Mount View,
Yes, sir.
if you don't mind. So, but what I guess we can get right into it. We're going to talk about some baseball and everything, and some sports. At what age did you start playing baseball though?
I started playing t-ball probably around 5, 6. My birthday's late. It's end of June, so baseball goes 6, 7, 8. So I started when I was 5. But
Oh,
I had a good uncle that used to take me out in the back, and we used to hit probably when I was 2, 3, and 4. So I've always had a ball and a bat in my hand.
yeah, you one of them guys that I always say, put a ball in his hand, he can do it. I mean, I ain't
Yes, sir.
said, yeah, put a ball in your hand, you can do it. D man like that. Um, so what was your primary position during your early years of baseball, including t-ball and little league?
I think being lefty, it kind of limits my position. So I played second maybe a couple times because they're going to throw you out there. They don't know where you want to play. But I was pretty quick and I could track a ball, so I immediately went out to center field, and I pretty much played center field for the majority of my career. I played a little first base again because I'm left-handed, and I played that in senior league a little bit. We had a guy to go down, and I had to help him out. And I played right field and left field. So, but center was my priority, my primary position. But I played a good bit of left field as well.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. And you grew up in Thorpe, right?
And I grew up in Gary.
Oh,
I grew up in Gary Bottom.
oh yeah.
Um,
Gary done had a lot of baseball players come out of there. Uh, but you played little league for Thorpe Knights. Thorpe is not part of Gary, or what? Tell me about that. How that worked?
so it's a little crazy because Gary consists of like 16 code camps. So I lived in number 3, main Gary. Thorpe was like number 4. But when we got into Little League age, they drafted us.
Ah,
So I got drafted by the Harmons. Shout out to the Harmons because they were the first Little League team that I played for. And they drafted me on that team. And I think we went 15-0 or 15-1 that first year.
and little league.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. That's pretty impressive right there. 15
Yeah.
and one. Yeah. I remember my little league days. My baseball days ain't that good.
Actually, we didn't lose. It was 15-0. 15-1
15.
came in senior league.
Oh, okay. That 15-0 season in the league, you remember who was on that team, and did you play with some of them guys later on?
So because I would have been 9, those 12-year-old guys would have been uh, Scott Harmon. He
Oh
was a
yeah.
pitcher. Older guys. Um, there was a kid, Gary, last name Gary. He ended up being a school principal down in Charlotte.
Mm.
I can't remember his first name, but there was quite a few guys, Frankie Parrish and some other guys that were on that team. But most of the guys were from that Gary Thorpe, uh, Pageton area. Not even Pageton used it because they would go up to Anahuac.
And a walk.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had their own set of. They probably had 3 teams up there. Gary had 3 teams. I think at one point they may have had 4 teams. So baseball was thriving during our time.
That's what's up. Um, yeah, we well, I can't say that, but we had some good times during baseball season. So, you got drafted to Thorpe. How many times was you selected as an All Star in your Little League division?
I know the last 3 years I was on the All-Star team. I don't remember the first year. I played a lot the first year, but like I said, these guys um, were 12 when I was 8, turning 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some playing time, but I don't think I made the All-Star team that year. But the rest of the years there, I did.
Oh, I mean, but that's good, man. Hey, what was the name of the team that drafted you in senior league?
Senior league, I played for the Mets,
The
and that
Mets.
was Mike Cochran's team. And that first season, there's 3 years of senior league. That first season, we basically went undefeated. But he'll tell you that he lost one game because they made a deal with pitching, and they wouldn't pitch their pitcher. We wouldn't pitch ours. We lost that game, but hey, we had a good year.
Hey, you can't be mad. You can't win them all. Only thing
Can't
you
win
can
them all.
try. Yeah,
And I want to say Pepe, I think, was on all of my teams growing up. He was on
Pepe.
our team from T-ball, Little League, Senior League, all the way into high school.
Yeah, Pepe's another one. Put a ball in his hand, he can do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Pepe's another one. Yeah, it's just that simple. Besides center field, what other positions did you play?
I would play left, and in Little League and in Senior League, I play a little first. But I think I play a little bit of right field in Senior League too, but primarily left. Now, there was a one time in Senior League that I had to pitch, and we were down on pitching. We were playing like team out of Welch. I don't think it was Flatiron. I don't remember who it was. It was H.C. Lewis, I believe. And we got in a little bit of pitching arm issue. So coach would pull somebody out and put somebody else in. Pull somebody
Hmm.
else in because they couldn't cross. So I'm actually playing first this time. So I'm standing at first. Coach says, Dalton, go get on the mound. And I thought he was kidding. I was like, you don't want me to get on the mound. So I get up there, and I pitched a couple batters, and they got me out too. But yeah, I wasn't a pitcher.
uh,
I can get the ball in from the outfield, but nah, pitching wasn't my thing.
yeah. Hey man, if y'all out there watching, speak, holler at your boy Timmy Dalton. That's one of Mountain View's baseball legends, patch legend. Some of y'all might not know him, but we gonna about to run his pedigree down. And Pepe, David Edwards, somebody, if y'all done play with this guy, say what's up. I'm quite sure. But let's get back to it. Hey, you said you won the Slugger Award, right, for hitting the most home runs in senior league?
Yeah, so my last year, my 15-year-old year, I decided not to play ninth grade Mount View and just stay at senior league. And that year, man, it was a good year because I was more of a speed hitter. Like I would hit double or triple, get around the bases,
Mm-hmm.
maybe bunt. But I had power. I mean, I hit a home run or two in Little League, but this 15-year-old year, I guess I took a growth spurt or something, but I was just seeing it well and bat was flying. I think I had between like 9 and 11 home runs. And the first game of the opening season that last year, senior league, I hit two out in the first game. So that kind of set the tone. I'm like, all right, I can go yard too. I'm not just a number two hitter. So it felt good.
Yeah. Oh, I bet it did. I bet it did. Especially running around the bases, looking at the picture.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because he don't think you got it, and you're like, oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Which opponent did your high school team lose to in your senior year, preventing you from
Oh,
going upstate? How did that
oh,
feel?
oh.
Yeah, I done done my
That's Logan.
research.
That's Logan. Logan
Logan.
was at least Acton District when we played Little League and Senior League. That was our arch rival. That was our arch rival in high school, and you know they turned the tide on us in a 1-0 game. My last year at Honeycutt Field in Princeton.
Mm.
Um, it was a good game. They had a pitcher named Oliver that threw about 93 miles an hour, had a good curveball, and small guy, probably like 5'7". But them
Yeah.
Flames got. But I think D Man might have been pitching that game, and he had a daggone really good game. I don't know if he really gave up a hit, but we lost 1-0, heartbreaker. Pitcher threw a three hitter. I think it was Kurt McMillan, Pepe, and me had the three hits that game, and I mean it was a crusher. But you live and you learn.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that day, but that was a tough one. But there was a little bright side of that too because we got them 2 years before, and we did go upstate.
Yeah, I remember them years in high school. I think it was my junior, my senior year. Y'all was doing good. So
Yeah.
yeah, y'all was like, I was just amazed because y'all was freshmen or sophomores at the time. Like, damn, all I can say, they can play that damn baseball.
I mean, that game that we played and went upstate, Jamie Bailey hit a crusher over center field light pole in Oak Hill,
Yeah.
and then Kenny Price came in to clean it up in the last inning, and that's what sent us upstate. But we had a phenomenal team that year. We all the years that I was there. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't remember exactly how many losses, but I bet we didn't lose more than five or six a year, if that. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
View baseball was on point, and prior to that, stud still. I mean, it was a really good program. Coach Shaffron had us prepared, and I really think we were already prepared from our little league and our senior league and our t-ball
How is the?
and our
I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I said, and our work ethic.
Yeah.
You didn't have to teach us. You didn't have to tell us to practice. We would come home and start throwing the ball up. You know what I mean? We didn't need to go to practice. We were going to go to practice anyway. But when we weren't at practice, we were still playing ball.
Oh yeah, that's what we did when we was growing up. I mean, that's like what we did in
Ab-
Keystone downtown at the park. We played football, baseball, basketball. We did all of that. I mean, just as kids. I mean, of course, some better than others and all of that. But my generation, Generation X, the best generation there is. That's what we did.
Shout out to X.
Yeah. Um. So, did you go to college for any sports, anything like that?
So when it came college time, I had to make a decision, and at the time, Patch wasn't getting a lot of looks at different.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the Patch that these guys had today, and I already
Mm-hmm.
had two full scholarships plus a few other scholarships in my pocket,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't passing up on money. So that was a guaranteed gig. So my academic scholarship path to West Virginia is what I took, and that's my alma mater. When I was up there, I played intramural flag football, intramural basketball. I started my own softball team, and we'd go to the finals in basketball and um, softball and flag football. We ended up playing the basketball team. We played Jerry Porter and a defensive lineman for the Chiefs. They were on the squad that we had to play against in the finals.
Oh wow.
Big boy. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And John Browning, that was his name.
Oh
And I had
yeah.
to go John Browning. John Browning like 320, uh, 320, 6'6", and I'm 176 1. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun times. It was fun
I
times.
bet it was. That's, the only thing you can do is look at that. Like what
Woo!
is?
But we
Yeah.
gave them a run, but we couldn't. I mean, they had the size. You know what I mean? They had the height. They had the weight, and
Yeah.
they had ballers. I mean, they had some good players.
So let me ask you this: like, you done had a great career and everything, and from Mountain View High School and all the way through college with intramurals. What do you think about the McDowell County Hall of Fame? And why do you think a lot of people is not getting in it? Or do you believe the people that's supposed to be getting in with the McDowell County Hall of Fame are getting in? Let's go. Let's start there.
You know, I actually was there for award ceremony where my cousin and my uncle were inducted. My cousin was Johnny Thornton, and
Hmm.
my uncle was Ben Dalton. And my mom came and represented my uncle because he wasn't able to come,
Hmm.
and Johnny Boy didn't. He couldn't make it either, so I accepted his award. But I think it's a lot of times it's sometimes the people don't know about it, and I think that um, it's not pushed hard enough.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people do know about it. It's just my personal stuff, personal opinion. I done found out that you had to call the Welch Lions Club to
Yeah.
get a nomination sheet, but I can't find a number for the Welch Lions Club. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
No, and I can call Sterling Drive in, and they'll tell me call the Lions Club, but
right.
I can't find nothing for them. And I don't understand what's the criteria to get in. I know Jennifer Douglas, she got in.
Yeah. I think I don't know if it has to be so many people that nominate, but I think it's based on nominations. And I think that there's a lot of people that could be nominated, that should be nominated. Um, I know that, and this was a noble thing, and this happened when I was there, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. But um, Anitra Hamilton's uncle
Hmm.
was nominated,
Yes.
and he had been nominated, but he told them, he says, "I won't accept an award until you recognize my whole team, because
Yeah.
his whole team was phenomenal, and that's respect."
Yeah.
Because he wanted to say that there's no I in team, and until you recognize my team, I can't accept this award. I was
Hey.
like, okay,
Hey.
good for him.
Yes, sir. Give it up for him, because I mean, I talk to a lot of former athletes and everybody. And it's like, in my personal opinion, I can only give my personal opinion. I think some of them should be in, some of them shouldn't. So, with that being said, I got a couple more questions for you. Give me your top five Mount View athlete of all time that you know of, and they can be any sport. And then give me your top five baseball players from Mountain View all time. Yeah, I'm putting you
From
on the
Mount,
spot.
woo. Ah, so hmm, top five athletes. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Pepe
Okay.
because I played every sport with Pepe. I grew up with Pepe, and I got to put him in there.
Shout out Pep.
Uh, I want to say because I gotta be diverse with this question. Um, Jermaine Fadrell was a
Oh
balling
yeah,
machine,
yeah,
and I just remember watching him play basketball, and I I didn't want to miss a Mountain View basketball game
yeah,
because of him, and Ron Dyer. That
yeah,
was my boy from my way. They made it exciting. That made Mountain View basketball exciting for me.
yeah.
Um, I'm gonna have to say D man.
D man.
Another one of my homeboys.
Hmm.
I watched him at a scrimmage, and I swear it was man. He might say it was another place, but I think it was man because we got home late that night, and we played 5 or 6 quarters. And I promise you that he probably made over 23 pointers. I ain't never seen
Hey,
nobody shoot like that before in my life. I'm
he's a
telling
pure
you.
shooter.
I mean, when he got hot, it was just like he ain't missing, and it just kept dropping. I mean, he probably had 70 points. I mean, it was ridiculous. I was just like, I ain't never seen nobody shoot like that in front of me like that. So
Mm.
I got to put him in.
What's that?
Um,
Four. That's four.
three.
Three.
Oh, I got to get into some football. Gerald Long, another boy from the patch, another boy from the Gary side, because he was, I think he was a McDonald All American. I might be wrong about that. You can fact check it, but he was punt returner, kick returner, receiver. Boy was nasty.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to have him on the show. We'll see.
He was nasty. And then he played at West Virginia, and then he went on to play at Marshall.
Yeah.
Uh, the last one, man, if I could have six, because I can't go without shouting out Mike Horton because Mike was my neighbor. Mike played baseball. He played football. He was 160 pound nose guard, first team All State. I mean, he was a monster. He was a problem, and he was my neighbor. And if it wasn't for the Hortons and Charlie Dabney, who's got to be on that list, and some of these other guys from the bottom that I grew up in, man,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be playing ball like I played. But
Mm-hmm.
Mike, special man. Mike was different. I mean, he was stronger than most people understand.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Mike, and I'm gonna say G as quarterback for that team that went upstate.
Yeah. Everybody always put G. That's the first one. Their name is G. Second
G,
one, yeah, G.
yeah.
Uh, I mean, it's your top five of all time. So I mean, because I know like my top five would be G, Jermaine, um, Mike Horton. Um, that's three. Um, I want to say Marcus Clear.
Another legend.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say one that is unforgotten, David Jennings. A lot of people sleep on David Jennings.
I wouldn't, and he was on my first part of my tongue to say
Yeah.
because he made watching Mount View basketball fun for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
David Jennings.
I actually played when he was playing when I played
Mm-hmm.
basketball at Mount View, and me and Chili, shout out to Chili because he's a
Mm-hmm.
legend too.
Yeah.
Uh, he he told me a story at his 50th birthday party just a couple weeks ago that me and him linked up on a maybe it's a 3-on-3, 4-on-4 scrimmage, and we beat Jennings' team. We beat the A team,
Oh yeah.
and I made the team. And he says that I probably made the team because of how we played, and we had chemistry because that was my neighbor.
Right.
But I mean, I watched him play, and like I said, he made it fun to watch.
Yeah. I love playing with
Drop,
David.
yeah,
It just his game is just silky smooth. He just smooth
yeah.
with it. It just efforts, no effort. I'm just like wow.
David Jennings, and then you got another David,
Who David
David,
Edwards? Oh
David
yeah.
Edwards.
Yeah.
David Edwards in football.
Yeah.
I seen him and Starkey like destroy somebody in the secondary at man. I ain't never seen nobody get helicoptered like that before in my life. But look, Dave was a runner and he was a good linebacker. So shout out to Dave because
Yeah.
he's a legend.
Yeah. Starkey was on last week, I think. So
Old Stark.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
man.
he talked about it. He like that's what I'm saying. Like we had a lot of athletes come from that school that didn't get recognized or did get recognized or whatever the case may be. We had a lot of controversy come from that school and everything. Do
Yeah.
you do
Yeah.
you what do you think about Mountain View State's sports now in the current situation? Like the baseball program is doing great. It always have, but the football program and stuff like they got issues with the coach and people jealous. I guess from what I'm
Yeah.
hearing. What do you think? What is your opinion on that? Or you don't have to give your opinion on it.
Nah, man, that's a good one because I think it all boils down to population density. I mean, we had a lot of good talent when we grew up, and those same people stayed there for a while and they had kids, but they moved up north. They moved to Bluefield, they moved to Princeton, or they moved to Graham, and those teams, those schools. Think about how many championships and how well they've done, but they've done well from our patch kids.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, no doubt.
For, and I think that let's say baseball. Baseball doesn't have a T-ball league. They don't have a little league or senior league hardly anymore at all. I passed the fields at Thorpe that we used to play on, trees, weeds 6 feet tall. You know, little league field up in number six.
Hmm.
Nothing too much going on there. Now, when it comes to football, I don't know if the kids want. They don't have that heart. They don't have that dog in them. I don't think. And sometimes it's tough love. Sometimes you gotta be firm with these kids, and you gotta condition these kids. You know. And I don't know if some of them want to go with the conditioning. I don't know if some of them parents ain't down with the condition. I don't know. But I think they've had some good coaches, but for whatever reason, things didn't shake out, or
Yeah,
people saw other opportunities to go elsewhere, and it's unfortunate, you
yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, I understand now that our hometown and our home county has been hit with floods back to back like that, so it's different now. But it's
Yeah,
cause we lost a great warrior in Top. You know what I'm saying? Top was a champion for the community. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. He was
stuff like
big,
that.
and he had along with other people like Dave Edwards and some of the other guys. They were going there, and they were trying to get these guys. D-Man doing camp lineman and all these different
Oh yeah,
things. They try to always be in the forefront with these kids to show them the right way, and sometimes it works out, but sometimes I think when you don't have the population that we used to have, I think it hurts a lot. And having issues with transportation because of the flooding and all
yeah,
these different things, I think plays a major factor.
yeah.
But I will tell you this: Joe Rife came in right after Coach Shaffin left and coached. There's been a few coaches in between, and then he came back for baseball. And Joe has done an outstanding job with this
Oh yeah,
baseball program. Shout out to Joe because remember, there's no more feeders. The
right.
only feeder that you got is the middle school.
It's the middle
Some of
school.
these kids have never picked up a baseball or a glove or hit with a bat before in their life. Think
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Like my son played since he was like 4, and now he's playing club baseball at ECU. But he wanted to focus on academics as well. But he plays on a club baseball team. They travel all over the place, and ECU's club wins national championships. But and they're good. But I think that like some of these guys, like when Joe brought him in, he may have been. He told me he worked with a pitcher that had never thrown the ball before. You know, and some of these guys, he's getting them raw. But he's got that old school mentality that we used to have, and he's brought that back, and he's working them, and he's working them, he's working them, and these guys are actually playing well. We got a kid that is number one in steals this year in the
Oh
state,
wow.
and got nationally recognized. Nationally recognized.
Hey, give it up for Joe. Joe Rife, Mountain View's baseball head coach. It's good to know that
Yes,
he's bringing it back. And like you said, that old school mentality. I wish we have more of that in other sports, especially in football. I know. I think some parents don't understand the discipline sports take because you have
you're
to be.
exactly right. You got to have it.
You got to have it. You're not going to do anything without it. I don't care how good you are. If you're not disciplined, you're not going to have it. That's with anything in life. But
That's right. You
who?
know,
Go ahead.
big. Big Daddy, right?
Yeah,
Big Daddy had his program going, and they
yeah,
were traveling all across the country, and he does it right. He's
yeah,
got these kids playing well, and now let's see what his son does because I've heard big things about him, and I'm hoping
yeah.
that he kind of gives us a little bit more notoriety out there.
Yeah, I hope so too. I know he's coming back from an injury, and I've been seeing his little clips on the book or whatever. He's training.
Yeah.
He's steady
Oh yeah.
training, and I tell you like this. I don't want to be in front of that train.
No
I,
sir.
I
No
don't I
sir.
don't want to be in front of that train because you can see it in his workout. He's dedicated, and
Yeah.
he's focused. You know what I'm saying? And I always like with Davita, his mom. I always mess with her too, and she always say, like straight A's or whatever. I know he got good grades too, because I think a
Yeah.
lot of parents don't understand that that's more important. Academics is more important than anything. Can you tell the if anybody's watching student athlete why academics? Well, they know why, but can you stress the point why academics is more important than playing sports or whatever sports?
Oh, absolutely. Because hey, you can get a job or you can get a profession. Okay. And when you play baseball, yeah, it's a profession, but you're one of hundreds of thousands of people vying for the same position all across the country. I knew I needed to be diverse. So when I came up, I came up in those books, but I also came up playing as much sports as I could. And when I graduated at Mount View, I graduated number 4 in my class. Why I'm wearing 4. And shout out to Mount View. And but I went to college because I wanted to do something outside of the norm. I wanted to push myself as far as I could because at the end of the day, you can get hurt in sports, and if you don't have a fallback plan, it's a wrap.
Oh
And it's
yeah.
harder to go back. I mean, plans to go back is great, but it's harder to go back when the real world has hit you in the face, and now you got to figure out how to make money.
Oh yeah.
So, I was full on going to college and pursuing my professional degree, but I continued to play sports because that's me. That's my heart.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I continue to do the things I do because I'm passionate about it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
I love the fact that you said you can have a career or a profession. You know, and that's as I like to tell my kids, you can have a profession or a job. If you want a job, that's something you clocking in for somebody else 9 to 5. You got a
Right.
profession, career, as you say. You can make some decisions. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? But until then, I'm glad you stressed that. Uh, Give me some of your legends. I know you named some of them earlier, but give me some legends that you think should come on here. I mean, I've been trying to get Pep to come on here. I've been trying to get David Edwards to come on here. I'm gonna reach out to Dave Jennings because he is one that I would love to interview. Because I mean, like I said, this game's so silky smooth, and he's a forgotten legend. You know, he played at Bluefield State too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Uh,
reach out to him. So give me two legends, two good legends. One old school legend and one new school legend. Cause you part of the new school legend.
all right. So let's see. Old school legend. I'd say if you haven't interviewed G,
Yeah, I
that
already.
would
Hey, G was the first one.
well, that makes sense.
G was the first
Yeah.
one.
Did you do Jermaine?
No, I haven't reached out to him. I can reach out to him and see what he say.
I would be that would be my old school.
Okay.
And if you had to say new school, and of course we talked about Pepe.
Hmm.
Um, we got Jamie Bailey from Thor. I mean from Anawalt.
I don't
He
know.
went to play at Mississippi State.
Yeah, I don't know. I know him, but I don't know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a good pitcher. He threw about 95. He hit bombs, and he was a good player. We played against him all my years. Me and Pepe, we played little league against him, senior league against him, and then we joined forces, in high school.
Yeah.
Uh,
You have to get me in contact with him because I'd have loved to have him on the show tonight and let y'all go at it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, y'all joined forces in high school, but y'all was better than in little league, and you
oh
know,
yeah, he
he
played
pro-
for the
yeah he got
Bears.
some memories of you that you don't have. You know what I'm saying? See,
Yeah,
this part of life, this is the beauty of life for me now. You know, it's just like me and you. I'm quite sure you got memories of me that I don't have, and it's like being friends and just showing love and respect to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know?
I tell you, one person that I would say probably would be because he was just so talented, and that's Charlie Dabney. He was faster than lightning. So he
Yes,
was a great basketball player. I think he may have ran track there too. And I mean, he was a genius on the football field.
yes,
So if you're going to interview anybody outside of like Mike Horton and David Jennings, I would say go grab him. And if you're gonna grab Mike, grab Chili because
yeah.
that'd be two going at it. That would be great.
I reached out to Mike. Mike said not right now. You know, he didn't want to do
Okay.
the interview. So I ain't reached out to Chili. I'm just like I can reach out to Chili. I ain't talked to Chili in a minute either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
that's cool.
let's not forget my boy Dion. Dion Joyce.
Yeah,
Another
he's another sleeper.
yeah. Like if you get Pepe and Dion together, that would be phenomenal. phenomenal.
I would love to get Pepe, Dion, and Reggie.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
I would love to get
because
all three of them.
yeah, I mean that is my all-star crew right there.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, and Reggie is the unsung because Reggie might pitch every game.
yeah.
He We call him rubber arm because like he might come in and throw an inning or two every game and then start another one. I mean,
Hmm.
and that's him. He had Yeah, Reggie was tough.
Oh
Like
yeah.
nobody sleeps on him because he was a baller.
Yeah, Reggie was a baller. Yeah, he's another one that everybody sleep on. But man, I ain't gonna hold you up. I thank you for your time, sir, and I thank you for just allowing me to bring the people another Patch legend. You know what I'm saying? You always had a good heart. Since I known you, you always been like who you are. I appreciate you, sir. And if one day that you get inside the McDowell County Hall of Fame, know that you got my vote.
I appreciate that, man.
All
For
right,
real.
man. It's good talking to you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.